Joel, what's the challenge of replacing a player the caliber of Myles Garrett?
Yeah, I mean, he was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. He's someone that offenses would have to vocal point. I would assume they have some sort of plan to either chip him or slide his way, do something to slow him down, get the ball out quicker. So when you're missing a guy like that, it's going to be multiple guys stepping up. I know Chad's been playing a little bit more already. Chris is going to have to come in and do his thing, and then I think we're going to have to bring. We got a couple new guys already, but we're going to have to bring some guys up or something to get some more rotation out there and really be focused on just doing their job. You don't want to do too much when you get put in that position, but just do your job on each play and see what happens.
Do you think it puts a little more on the shoulders of the offense?
Yeah, you lose a couple defense players. Ovi's been hurt and Miles is out, and you lose Morgan. All those things are starters, big players on defense, and they're going to do their best. I know they're going to fight. They've been playing really well. They helped us get that win last week for sure. But now we're focused. We got to score as many points as we need to win the game, and that's something we're focused on each week, but a little bit more heightened this week.
Joel, you talked about you said that after the game, you talked to everybody about just cooling down and we'll get through this. Do you sense that this team is kind of galvanizing because of this?
Yeah, it takes time. We're still early in the process, but I think the last couple of practices that we've had have been good energy, good focus. It's the NFL, and stuff happens all the time, be it an injury, be it a trade. There's tons of things that happen on a week-to-week basis that you have to play the next play, and it's super cliche, but it's the next man up, and we just need to stay focused on ourselves. It's what's the best version of Cleveland that we can put out there, and that's what we're working on this week, and we're trying to go 1-0, and the Dolphins have improved a lot. They, early in the year they struggled a little bit, but they've won 2 out of 3, I think now. They're taking care of the ball a lot better, and they're doing some good things on defense. I know they play real hard over there, so it'll be a tough test.
As the
Can you just talk about how Baker's really been coming on strong the last couple of weeks, and even in the last game, he just looks like he's getting some of that moxie back, that swagger, and being like the Baker.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been fun. I think we've had a huge emphasis the last few weeks on taking care of the ball and penalties, and I think as an offense we've done a pretty good job of that. But Baker, I think, is coming to his own again. He had some unlucky turnovers, I would say, early in the season, and that kind of carried over a little bit. But he's kind of looking like himself. He made a few plays with his feet that made some throws. Even ran the ball in one time, on the QB sneak. So it's some life, some good things that we're seeing from him. And I know he's extremely focused right now, and he's continuing to try to take that next step every week.
He was kind of put in a tough spot after that game Thursday. All of that happens. Moments later, he's on national TV. He's got to sort of set the tone for how you guys are going to treat it. How did you think he handled that, and what kind of spot do you think that was for him?
Oh, it's a tough spot. I mean, you see it. It's such an emotional game anyway. They try and give us a 10-minute cool down period to not talk to you guys, because you don't want to say anything you regret. And he's on the field talking about it pretty much as we see it happening, and it was a tough spot for him, but I think he handled it like a leader. And I think, we have Miles' back. Like we understand the severity of the situation. We understand all of that, but Baker was put in a tough spot, and I think he handled it as well as he could have handled it.
Joel, as someone who's been here the longest, and you've seen a lot of stuff since you've been here, and just can you maybe peel back the curtain a little bit to the reality of what it really is like behind the scenes? Because on the outside, even it's made the nightly news. It's on all the comedy shows.
Right.
Everyone's talking about it, nationally from the sports perspective, but. So it seems like it's a big distraction and a big deal. But behind the scenes, what is it really legitimately like here?
Well, it was a big deal on Thursday night. It was a big deal Friday morning. We discussed it as a team, and we understand the punishments. And I know they're doing their spiel this week sometime. But since then, we've moved on from it. We understand we have to play a game on Sunday, and he's not going to be there for that game. But we understand what happened, and we're moving past it now. We're focused on Miami, and we're really trying to grow as a team and see who's going to step up into those positions.
Do you think you guys can become closer as a result of having to go through all this together?
Yeah, I mean, I hope we just come in closer just because the season's progressing. We're winning a couple games and things like that. When adversity hits, a lot of times teams do come closer anyways. I know the defensive line is trying to pick each other up and see who's going to be the next man up to make a big play for us.
How tough was Pittsburgh's front seven. They think they're pretty good this year. How tough were they, and how well did you guys perform against what's supposed to be a good front seven?
No, they're a good front seven for sure. They got first-round picks everywhere, I think, on their front seven. And they made some plays. I think they made some plays, and they slowed down the run game a little bit for us, average-wise. But I think we did enough to win. We put ourselves in good positions. We protected Baker for the most part. But they're a challenge, man. They threw some fronts at us that we hadn't really seen on film. Did a couple different things to us, and that's a cool thing. We get to play them again in 2 weeks, so that'll be a fun one in Pittsburgh. And I'm sure they'll bring something else that we haven't seen. But I mean, they play hard. They got good guys, and it's one of the tougher challenges we have each year.
You guys have talked so much about sense of urgency, needing to stack them, and
Yeah.
not have any letdown or whatever. Just what's your sense of confidence that the focus with everything going on will be exactly what it needs to be against Miami?
Yeah, it started on Monday, and I think the team understands. If we can do our job on the field and stay focused on what we need to accomplish as each individual player, the results are going to take care of themselves. And I know guys understand, like, hey, we won 2 in a row now. We're trying to make it a third. We're trying to go 1-0 this week, and we have a challenge in front of us. They're coming in here. They did some really good things against Buffalo as well. If you watch that tape, and it's a big time challenge, man. They're ready to get their third win of the season, and we're ready to try and put our third in a row.